Hello, beautiful people. This is Natalie Restored, your multidimensional channeler, your higher self connector, and your light worker mentor. I hope you're doing fine. And if you're meeting me for the first time, I am here to help you simply uncover your intuitive gifts and help you let go of whatever is blocking you, whatever is stopping you from reaching those gifts and those abilities, those powers. So whether it's an old trauma, whether it's a past life karmic issue, whether it's some kind of fears, whether it's a lack of confidence in your abilities, I'm here to help you do this. So I wanted to share this in the group, but for some reasons I might not be able to do so here, but that's all fine. So I'm here today to share with you a question that I receive a lot around what is the best way, what is the best tool to accelerate the expression of your intuitive gifts. So when we're talking about intuitive gifts, we're talking about your ability to use energy healing, clairvoyance, clairsentience, so all the clairs, your ability to receive your intuition in a clear way. Finally, it's everything. When I talk about intuitive gifts, it's all about your ability to be fully your highest self. We're all intuitive, but we're all learning to play with that gift or that gift. So I did ask a question in the group and on the main page. The question was, and I'll read it again because I had a lot of answers and I do feel they're so important. But the question is was, according to you, which element should we prioritize first when it's time to really work on our spiritual growth or on the intuitive expression of our gifts? So here are the choices: daily meditation, balanced nutrition, and please share your answers, whatever you sense is right for you. Of course, many may apply, but I'm really looking for the main tool, the main element. So daily meditation and balanced nutrition, that's number one. 2, discovering your past lives to see if there's any kind of trauma or entanglement stopping you from feeling fully aligned. Resolving most traumas you have in this life. So we're talking about anything that may have happened in your childhood, issues with your family, with your environment. So is it a priority? Being clear about your life purpose. Is it a priority to be clear about your life purpose? And the other one is strengthening your connection to your higher self. So out of all those elements, which actually, and finding your starseed origin. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different elements that are helping you, helping everyone raise their vibration and unlock their gifts. They're all working, but one would definitely accelerate the expression of your intuitive gifts, accelerate in a deep and really fast way and potent way. So if you have the answer, or if you think you know the answer, please share it in the comment section. Whether you watch this live or as a replay, you probably have a feeling. I have a group called Lightworker, Starseed, and Intuitives Rising, and I share that poll, and here is the answer they most chose: strengthening your connection to your higher self. And others came along too, but this is the first one. This is the one people chose the most. Well, this is pretty much the answer. The element you should prioritize in order to accelerate, to deepen, to stabilize, and to secure your connection to your intuitive self, and of course unlock all your intuitive gifts, is strengthening your connection to your higher self. So most of my friends in the group got it right. It's pretty much what I promote the most, and it's pretty much what well, the title of the main page is also that, higher self and multidimensional connection. So now, why is it more important to connect to your higher self regularly, truly, than maybe working on your earth issues? So let's say you have a trauma, a fear, something that is not resolved yet. Why would connecting to your higher self a priority over trying to resolve your earth issues? Well, all those different elements I shared, and I'll read them again because they're all very important if you start your spiritual growth using these paths one after the other or at different times in your life. You will feel a shift. You will feel a gift being unlocked. You will feel something is evolving. But we're talking about the priority. We're really talking about the one that will shift everything. So daily meditation and balanced nutrition, of course. Actually, meditating helps you connect to your higher self. Nutrition helps your body feel a lot lighter and more at peace. So kind of all the aches and all the heaviness and all the discomforts will be lessened. So of course, it becomes easier to connect to your higher self and higher realms, actually. So it is important. Discovering your past lives, totally. If you have entanglements, if you have, I just shared an experience with a client I had last week. Actually, her main health issue was connected to a past life that was not resolved before the past life crossed over, or the previous incarnation crossed over. So yes, asking what past life may have impacted you in a way that you're still carrying the burden of this unresolved baggage, it is of course crucial to know that. So resolving past trauma. So these lives' trauma, this life's traumas are also very, very important as well. Again, all the issues you may have had in your childhood, you need to look at this. You need to resolve this. Being clear about your life purpose, is it important? Of course. You need to investigate. You need to find out, okay, what am I here for? What is my mission? What is my purpose? Because as soon as you feel aligned with this, life becomes easier, life becomes lighter, life becomes a lot more aligned totally with what is happening around and what is uplifting you. So why is strengthening your connection to your higher self is more important than all the elements I have shared with you? Well, do you have any answers? Please share your comments and opinions around this, but I'll tell you, based on my experience and the work I do in my sessions, when you connect to your higher self, when you strengthen that connection to your higher self, you touch every aspect I have previously shared. So you will definitely clarify your life purpose by connecting to your higher self. You will feel more at ease in your everyday life, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, when you ask for guidance to your higher self. You will resolve a lot of past life issues if you connect to your higher self simply by asking, okay, why do I always attract the same kind of spouse or relationship? Ask your higher self. You will get visions, feelings, you will get insights, you will get signs and messages letting you know. And about your starseed origin, was it an important point? It is, of course. If you know about where you're from what star system you will have, or even knowing about your astrologic sign, these are all elements that are helping you build the puzzle. But who has built the puzzle of your incarnation originally? Your higher self. Your higher self is you from a wiser perspective. So your higher self knows why you're here at this time on this planet, why you have chosen to experience all those different issues and also joys and happy moments. Your higher self knows all about your past lives, the ones that have been very light and very uplifting, and the ones which have been extremely heavy, and what were the lessons connected to each one of those past lives. Your higher self knows your life purpose, and it knows the life purpose and the life journey of each of your past incarnations. And of course, this one, why you're here, why now, what are you meant to be learning? And your higher self knows why you are always repeating the same traumas, the same issues, the same struggles in this life. Your higher self has the solution to all the blocks that are remaining within your field of your awareness, in your body, in your reality. So connecting to your higher self is something to prioritize, to get a clearer vision of what you're here to be doing, life purpose, how to clear everything that creates an obstacle in your life. All the struggles you had. Why did you have to go through this? Why did I have such parents? Why did I meet my spouse? Why do I have these relationships? Why do I always do this? Why am I called to be working in that field? Your higher self has all this. So when you strengthen your connection to your higher self, you have a direct access to your spiritual wisdom. Now the question is, how do I strengthen the connection to my higher self, to your higher self? Well, that's something we can talk about in details in the weeks to come. But yes, you can investigate. You can again go and meet different therapists and different practitioners, whether it's an energy healing, whether it's a channeler, whether it's a mentor, and everyone will help you unlock different aspects and everyone will help you get closer. But what I'm offering you, just by you being here, you're already connecting to your higher self, because this is in my field. This is the work I do. When I offer a light coded language activation, when I chat with you, when we have an individual or group activation, what I do is that I raise our vibration through my ability to channel to high frequencies. I raise our vibration in order to connect to your higher self. So if I work one-on-one with you, I will connect to your higher self. And from there, your higher self will reveal and unlock everything that needs to be cleared out of your way to accelerate your evolution and your awakening. And when we accelerate your evolution, that means that you will find it way more easier to express your intuitive gifts. What are the intuitive gifts that are potentially available to you? Well, I see Heidi's here and Heather is here. Wonderful. Let me know who's there, by the way. So your intuitive gifts could be so many things. Like we have hundreds and hundreds available. Healing energy with your hands, with your presence, with your voice, with your singing, with your hugs. Clairvoyance, seeing things, sensing things, clairsentience, knowing things, reading cards, dreaming and having visions. When we're talking about intuitive gifts, like sky's the limit. And the best way to unlock those gifts, or at least to raise them to your highest potential for you personally, is to connect with your higher self. So quickly, how to connect to your higher self? Well, be aware that it is with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you have a connection with your guides, with your guardian angels, with star beings, with light beings, with animals, with fairies, with elementals, well, who do you think brought them to your awareness and to your field? Hello, Erica. Who do you think? Do you think they just appeared because suddenly your energy's allowing such connection? Well, we can believe in this, but the truth is your higher self is so close to you that it knows who to put you in contact with. It knows when to put you into contact with a person, a location, or a modality that will match the vibration of the moment for you to have, again, a little awakening or a little transfer of awareness. So again, your higher self is the coordinator of everything that is happening to you, even the bad things. It knows that somehow, and when I say bad things, I'm talking about heavy things, things that we find or we may call struggle. But in the end, your higher self knows exactly that it is the right time for you to face this. It is the right time for you to resolve it, whatever it is, or it is the right time to move forward in your spiritual growth. So again, you can work with angels and archangels, and that's perfect because they will come into your field of awareness to help you grow. But in the end, if you want to accelerate and strengthen this ability to receive more and more potent high vibrational guidance, chat with your higher self. It is the closest, it is the most dedicated energy that will help you evolve, spiritually speaking. So feel free to ask me questions. Of course, we could spend hours and hours and hours to talk about this. But whatever your understanding of what the higher self is not really that important. The best I can say, it is your highest vibrational aspect. It is within and around. It is connected to your past life, your future life, all your possibilities, all your timelines, your inner child, your future self, your all the energies available to you, even Earth and Gaia. If there's a need for you to be aware that Gaia is maybe one of the ways to uplift your vibration or to heal you, well, somehow it will put you in a container, in a situation where you connect to Gaia. Of course, you can totally avoid the message sent your way, or you can say, I'm not ready. Usually your higher self will always put you in a situation with people and situations you're ready to face. But your ego might say, oh no, I'm not too sure. That's okay. It will bring you back again to those situations until you get it, until you realize this is not a threat. This is not a concept you cannot understand. Just observe, look, if I see this. And it's the same thing with messages and coincidences and synchronicities happening your way. It's all coordinated and orchestrated by your higher self. So the higher self is really the connection you need to prioritize. Past life, starseed origin, energy healing, life purpose, trauma resolution are extremely important, but they're only a small portion of your spiritual growth. If you just go one element at a time, let's say 1 year, you say, oh, I'm going to do a past life regression. Perfect. It will definitely move you a lot further into the scale of progression. Then the next year you say, well, I think I'm going to have a Reiki session. That will move you forward. And you say the following year, I'm going to have a life purpose awakening session or journey that will move you forward. What if You could get all this with 1, 2, or 3 connections. Obviously, on your own, you can do this, but also with a practitioner, with a channeler. What if you could do this in a very accelerated way? Think of all the time you will save as you would get all this information within an hour. That's what is happening when you connect to your higher self. It's like it's actually revealing. I don't like to use the word downloading, but it's kind of working well. It's not something, I should say unlocking. It's unlocking suddenly all the questions and all the doubts. And if they're originating from a past life, bang, you'll have exactly the indication which past life is stopping you right now from having the perfect relationship, from feeling the most potent and enlightened light worker. So again, talk to your higher self. If ever you feel that you have some little difficulties to talk to your higher self, or maybe just to decipher the guidance you're receiving, feel free to contact me. That's my specialty. I connect to people's higher self to help them feel aligned with their light working mission as a light worker, whatever you're meant to be doing for yourself and others, and of course to feel aligned. But on your own, you can't do it. Of course, it's there all the time. Your higher self, it's not something that we will suddenly unlock. You probably already receive a lot of guidance from your higher self. You're probably receiving a lot. Again, like I posted a picture of a feather I saw in the sky, and I just asked, okay, higher self, today I feel a little bit disconnected. I had some technical little difficulties. I said, you know what, I'm a bit tired. Just show me, just remind me that you're there. And out of the blue sky, I just got that feather-like cloud. And I took a picture of the feather-like cloud and the rest of the sky, just to really show that, yeah, there's no way I could have missed it, because the sky is kind of, with regular clouds, and the sky is blue, and this one is so strong and so powerful. This is your higher self. But the more you talk to your higher self, the more it's talking back to you. So it means that you will hear. It might start with words, it might start with sounds, it might start with vision, it might start with feelings, it might start with dreams, or a little bit of everything. But just ask, send me guidance, I will hear. If you're not too sure, you can just come back into the group and type a question. Actually, if you're not in the group yet, I do invite you to, if you're really, really motivated to really accelerate your growth as a light worker, join the group and you can ask a question. Hey, I just had this dream, or I just saw this in the sky, or hey, what do you feel it could mean? I mean, we can all help you decipher it. In the end, you'll be the only one to decipher what it means. But we can just confirm, hey, no, you're not dreaming. It is really a message from your higher self. So I hope it helped you understand that out of all the spiritual quests that are available right now, again, looking for your starseed origin, looking for your past lives, looking to clear all your outdated beliefs and all your traumas, and having a great nutrition and a lot of exercise, they're all good. But if they are tackled separately, the progression will be a lot slower. Now, if you ask your higher self, what is my next step of spiritual growth for me to be aligned as a light worker? It will show you whatever you need to be aware of as your next step. And again, it could be to revisit a past life. It could be to review something that happened in your life in the past. It could be showing you, hey, why don't you do that yoga posture? You need to open your heart center. I mean, I had answers like that. Sometimes I felt like lost. Where do I need to go? And just closing my eyes, I just see a a yoga posture I hadn't done for years, and I just do it and I feel, oh yeah, okay, it released my heart center. So ask, and any answer can come from your higher self, from any of those topics. So that's why talking to your higher self will always remain the clearest, the most potent, and the most relevant guidance you will ever get, instead of looking at different modalities and different tools. It's a mixture of everything, but the one that is your highest potential tool to use right now will be shown by your higher self. Erica says, thank you for creating this group and for everything you share with us. Well, it is a pleasure, because again, most of my little talks with you or definitely prompt by your questions and your questionings, and people are always looking for the next modality, the next mentor, the next teacher, the next tool that will get them closer to their true self. And I said, yes, these are just aspects, these are just elements. But if everybody knew how to unlock their ability to connect to their highest self, to their higher self, which is your true self, which is the purest aspect of who you are, then you wouldn't search outside as much for guidance. Then you would realize that I don't need to do all those different things within a year in order to feel balanced, because I can get all this from my higher self. It is not impossible that your higher self may lead you to see a person or to read a book, because you don't have the ability yet to download all this information on your own. When you channel very, very clearly, and that is a gift most light worker have, or most light workers, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting my S's here, most light workers have, it's the ability to channel the answer. So sometimes it's hard to get all the words to create a sentence. That sentence would be your answer. So sometimes it will kind of show you a book, show you a person, and definitely guide you into reading or learning more about this. But as soon as you feel more confident with what is coming through, then you don't need as much support, external support. It's just, doesn't mean you won't talk to like-minded people, of course. I mean, we need friends, and we need light worker friends. We need healer friends. And sometimes it's fun to be pampered and having somebody find the solution for us. But we're talking about 95% of the time, you could get this guidance on your own. So again, your higher self is really the connection, the element to prioritize in order to feel more aligned in your life as a light worker, as a healer, as an intuitive, as an empath, as a star seed. You're all of this, and your higher self has really access to all those wonderful tools that are accessible within and around to help you feel more aligned. So I will let you go for now. If you have questions, whether you're watching this live or as a replay, I'll be very, very happy to answer them. More little lives will come throughout the week to help you understand the gift you already have within you and around you, the gift of the higher self connection. And again, this is the path to growth. As soon as you trust that there's indeed a higher self, I know you know it's there, but as soon as you trust that every day it's talking to you in different ways, it doesn't always uses the same channel, not always words, not always sounds, not always visions, but as soon as you trust it is there, well, check it out. You will receive more and more guidance. So it was my pleasure, Heidi, and everybody else. I hope to chat with you very, very soon. And let's keep in touch. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Bye.